Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Super I Suck at Smash Bros. So, today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Usually, what I used to do for this is that I would edit some videos of myself, or edit some content of myself from when I was streaming Smash on Twitch. But typically what I would do there is I would just pick one character and basically play them for about an hour online against random opponents. And then I would just take, a couple matches from there that were pretty good and just edit it together, and then, that would be your Super I Suck at Smash Bros. But since then, I've kind of changed up what I've been doing with my Twitch channel, so instead of streaming Smash, I'm actually just streaming a bunch of other games. So instead of doing that, what I've done is I've just gone online. Same exact thing. I've gone online, picked the character, and then started playing against random people online. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to do post commentary, basically look over the match that I had, and basically, learn, critique, and commentate over what's going on. So in this match here, I'm using Shulk. Shulk was pretty much my main in Smash 4. It's between him and Kirby. I really liked using Kirby a lot, and I got a lot of results with Kirby, but I've used Shulk a lot more. But, he wasn't as effective as Kirby was, in my opinion, at least. I feel like I got better results with Kirby. In this game, I haven't really been too happy with the changes they made to Shulk. The dial is... It's a nice addition now. I took some time to get used to it. But I don't like what they did in general to the Monado arts, in that they last basically, I think, about half as long as they used to before. Everything just lasts like a really short amount of time. I think they're a lot stronger, but they just last a lot less, which is a problem for me, because in general I don't really rely on the Monado arts too often. I'm pretty notorious for being like Monado-less. I don't even know how to say it, but I just don't use the Monado often. I'll just usually use raw Shulk, which, isn't great because he's not very good. He's very average without the Monado, but there are just times where I just don't feel like using Monado. At least in Smash 4, I would just kind of get wrapped up in my head, and it was just a little bit too much to process at times, to then add in that layer of, I should be using this art, and this, and doing this, and then switching to this. So sometimes I would just fuck around, just base Shulk, and I would just get caught up in doing that. Meanwhile, in this game, it's even more difficult for me to want to use the Monado because it lasts even less time. So you spend even more time as vanilla Shulk, I think. But in any case, we're playing against Game & Watch here. I don't think the Game & Watch Shulk matchup is too skewed against Shulk. I mean, the only problem I have generally is that now, especially, that he has these bombs. Game & Watch has some projectiles. Projectiles aren't really great for Shulk. He has no real way to get around them, aside from maybe speed art, or maybe even counter, if you want to really consider that. He does have some range, so it depends on what kind of projectiles you're dealing with. But, if you're getting camped out, it's kind of annoying. Thankfully, Game & Watch's projectiles aren't too big of a deal. I learned early on in this match that I can kind of just cut away the bombs with my forward air, so it's not that big of a deal. And he doesn't use the bacon on me as much, which I typically just resort to going into backslash, because that tends to cut through most projectiles. But yeah, I think I do it here. Yeah, it just goes right through most projectiles, which is nice. So that's usually what I use for projectiles. In general, it's not really great. That whole stock, I was actually thinking that it was the last stock. That's why I paused for a little bit at the respawn point there, because I thought I was actually done for it. Once I got hit with the hammer, I was like, oh man, this man killed me with the fucking 9 hammer, god damn it. But I actually had a whole nother stock behind me, and I was just like, oh shit, I was actually ahead the entire fucking time. So it's pretty funny how mentally I was playing like I was behind the stock, which probably ended up helping me out a lot, because that mentality, rather than thinking I'm ahead, thinking I'm behind, I probably played a lot better, which allowed me to now be in an even better position here. Somehow, the backslash has enough of a hitbox to hit him through the ledge, and I managed to win the match. I think I did pretty okay in that match, all things considered. So, this night when I was, or this evening, or whatever the case may be, I played a lot of Fire Emblem characters, and I decided to stick this one in this video, just because in general, when I first started playing Smash Ultimate and a little bit in Smash 4, I used to have a lot of trouble against Roy's. I've gotten a lot better with that matchup. I don't know what it is. I think it was just, for some reason, it might have just been because I was playing online. I felt like all of his aerials just kept beating me out. Like, I felt like they just had way more priority than me, which was a really big issue, obviously. Shulk is mainly all about his aerials. His ground game is not really great, or at least I don't really use it as much. I would say part of my Shulk game is mainly aerial based. Right? So that was a big issue. Nowadays, I'm a little bit more accustomed to the matchup. The only main issue that I keep having is the Dancing Blade. For whatever reason, whenever these dumbass Fire Emblem characters use this stupid move, I can never grasp how to effectively block it or dodge it. I always end up blocking the first hit and then get hit with all the other, like, 17 other hits, which is really stupid of me. I need to, like, mentally figure out how to do that. But in general, I've gotten pretty good at reading, you know, Roy's smashes and tilts and stuff when they kind of just throw them out. Some players just kind of just throw that out. So I'm pretty good at reading that because they're pretty slow. I'm pretty good at... I've gotten a lot better at punishing that. But in general, what I typically... I've become accustomed to doing against these Fire Emblem characters, which I haven't included. I played a bunch of Chroms, actually, that were actually really bad Chroms, and I was going to include them, not just to make myself look good, but also because of the way that I was playing against them. Because, like, I understand that playing against players that aren't great doesn't really help you a lot. You want to essentially play against someone that's at your level or higher always, right? But what I tend to do when I play against lower leveled players that are kind of just like, I can like read what they're doing because they're just so like beginner, or they're just not really playing great, or they're not thinking straight. I try my best to punish them as heavily as I can and try to read their movements as heavily as I can. So see me play really, really patiently, really slowly, and then just constantly, reading their moves and punishing them and doing that kind of stuff. Stuff that I should be doing in normal matches to begin with. I should have that calm, patient demeanor in general against, normal opponents, but I don't. I only do that when, I get not cocky, but when I can, pretty much notice that I can win the match. Or rather, when I notice that I'm a higher skill level than this player, just by the way that they're just throwing out random moves, stuff like that. So I need to sort of switch that up a little bit, or maybe not switch, but take that mentality and apply it to actual big matches when, that's actually important. But yeah, you see here, every single time I just get hit with the Dancing Blade. No matter what happens, I'm not saying I need to like learn how to parry every single hit or something like that, but I just need to stop getting hit by it. And there's more often than not, I know when it's coming, and I just end up not doing anything about it effectively. That was actually a complete accident. I just kind of threw out the air slash there. I wasn't actually expecting that to kill. Ended up being great. Or actually, no, I wasn't trying to do an air slash. I was trying to do a backslash. Because I've been trying to, make sure that I'm not as predictable, so I don't just use forward airs and neutral airs all the time, or back airs. I've stopped using. I need to start using back airs a lot more often. I've stopped using them, at least in this session. I didn't use them as much as I should have. But I would just throw out back airs just to like mix things up, because I know back airs is not really a great move. I mean, it's a little better now, but in general, I kind of tend to throw it out just to throw off my opponent. And that actually works out pretty well. I mean, I got the Game & Watch kill. I get a couple of random hits later on. It's not all that bad. But in general, yeah, in this match, I didn't play out too great. I think one of the main things, aside from getting hit with Dancing Blade all the time, I wasn't being anywhere near as aggressive as I should have been off stage. I was not doing any effective ledge guarding or anything of the sort. I kind of just let Roy do his thing and recover safely, which is a big issue because his recovery is pretty shit. So I shouldn't have done that. And then here we have a pretty solid match against this wolf here. I played a wolf actually before this, right immediately before this, and I thought it was the same wolf, but it actually wasn't. Both wolves were pretty good. Wolf is in general, I think, pretty bad matchup for me. It should be a matchup that I know pretty well, considering that I played my friend's Wolf like a gajillion times in Brawl, but I was pretty trash back then, so I don't know how much valuable experience I got from those encounters. But in general, I know what Wolf can do. I know his moveset pretty well, so in general, I shouldn't have that many issues with Wolf. But I think it also stems to the fact that Wolf is actually a pretty decent character in this game. So in general, I'm getting pretty tossed around here, as you can see here. Typically, what I'll do is I'll start off with Speed Monado, and then I will not use any Monado after that. And when I go into Speed Monado, what I'll do is, because I get so annoyed when I go into Speed Monado that it only lasts like 2 seconds, because I used to really use a lot of Speed Monado. That was basically the one that I would use the most. I would just mainly use Speed. Sometimes I go into Buster and Smash, but I would just mainly use Speed to rack up early damage combos. Now, the most that I can ever do is go into Speed. My opponent shields my like 2 hits, or they're trying to attack me, so I'm just rolling around. And then all I manage to do is get in a grab, maybe 1 pummel, and then forward air if I'm lucky. That's about it, and I do about 10 damage, and then that's it. That's all I ever do. That's my neutral game with Speed Art, which is really disappointing. But yeah, in general, throughout the match, I play a little bit better against this Wolf here, but I think I do the same exact thing that I wasn't doing against the previous character, against the Wari, which I'm not doing enough edge guarding. I'm kind of letting these guys just recover, just because I'm kind of scared of getting fucked up and ganked off the stage, which is, again, not really a good mentality to have, considering that both these characters I played, their recoveries aren't really that great. So I really should have tried to exploit that, especially considering that I have, you know, the range to scope them out and whatnot, but or space them out, I should say. I don't know why I said scope. Scope doesn't make any damn sense. But in any case, yeah, so I just kind of let him just recover too often, and he just comes back and fucks me up. And then here he fucks me up with the Blaster, which is one of the main issues against, or rather, in the Shulk Wolf matchup, I would say, is, now again, Blaster's a really good projectile. There's not really anything I can do about that thing. Off stage, it kind of fucks me up, so I have to recover really low. On the stage, thankfully I have platforms, so it didn't become that big of an issue in this match. But, for example, if there were no platforms, it'd be kind of hard to dodge that damn thing, because, you know, you can just kind of sit there and shoot at it, it's going to stun me, and then I'm kind of fucked. And if I get in close, you know, I have to be really careful with how I get in close, because Wolf has some pretty good moves. But, yeah, there I just kind of went into Smash Art and just fucking threw out like 7 attacks, none of which really landed, which was really bad. And, you know, I'm already a stock behind, so I'm kind of like, alright, something's got to change. I'm rolling all over the place. Things aren't going great. Throwing out backslashes for no good reason. But here I kind of like get my head in the game. Finally do some, you know, ledge guarding there. Managed to pick off the stock there. But I'm still behind, so I go into Speed here, try to get the early combos that I talk about. But look at that. It's already gone. It's only been like 5 seconds. So I'm over here trying to retreat a little bit. Trying my best to just kind of like do a little bit of damage and get the fuck out of the way, because I don't want to get fucking hit by any of this guy's smash attacks, so they'll probably just kill me. At that point, I'm pretty sure I would try to go to either Speed or Buster, but I ended up going to Jump accidentally, which kind of maybe ended up saving me. I mean, I kind of almost killed myself there, so that's fine. But in any case, I have a lot of damage here, so I'm playing super defensively here, trying to pick off as many little things as I can. I don't want to go into Buster, because I feel like if I even try that, I'm just going to get smacked off the stage really easily, especially since this is my 153. I could have probably done that, probably could have done a little bit more damage, but in general, I'm doing pretty bad here. Managed to get the backslash to get back onto the stage, and then I hit the neutral and the back air. Here, I missed the forward air there, which would have been a good move. You know, pretty good move there. I probably could have finished him off from there. Probably would have died here if he had thrown me the other way. I guess that was maybe like a misinput or something like that. I got really, really lucky at that point. I grabbed the ledge and jump off here to try to like sort of trick him off, which kind of worked, allowed me to get back on. Managed to get the forward air there as well as the forward tilt. And at this point, I was like, all right, I know how I want to finish off this guy. So I go for the shield to air slash, which is the only actual combo that I know, or the only kill combo that I know how to do effectively in this game, and I managed to pull it off, and I popped off majorly after that, because, you know, not only was I behind, but I managed to actually do it. So, in general, that was a pretty good match. In any case, stay fresh.